Hello everyone, so welcome to my channel, and in today's video we will be talking about Salesforce CPQ. So whenever we hear this term, a lot of questions come to our mind. What exactly is Salesforce CPQ? Why do we need Salesforce CPQ? And when should we use Salesforce CPQ? And what are the steps? How should I proceed to learn or to use CPQ in my org? So let's go through all of these questions and get little more close to Salesforce CPQ. Now, first thing comes is what is CPQ? What is Salesforce CPQ? It is also called as Steelbrick CPQ, as it was invented by or created by Steelbrick. Now, CPQ stands for Configure, Price, and Quote, and it is a sales tool by Salesforce which is used by companies to provide accurate pricing with any given product configuration scenarios. Now, with this, we understand that configuration, pricing, and quote process of complete sales process. And it provides us very accurate pricing and a lot of other features as well, which we can use in our sales process. It also enables sales leaders and their teams to configure their products and service offerings, and which on top of which we can enforce our price guidelines, control the discountings and margins, and we can generate accurate quotes and proposals. Now, why we generally use CPQ is because it is a no coding phenomena. We don't have to code anything. So any sales representative or anyone who don't have a lot of information or knowledge about coding, they can also use CPQ if they know how to implement things, how to use it properly. And CPQ provides a lot of customizations, a lot of open features for everyone, which we can take benefit of, which we can use, but we should be aware of that, where we need to do what changes to implement that. So this is all about CPQ. Now, next question comes is why do we need CPQ? What is special about it? Why cannot we use standard processes, or why cannot we implement all of these things manually? So the first thing comes is that it simplifies very complex pricing and expedite the quote to cash process. Now, quote to cash process in sale by sales representative in complete sales process is sometimes a very complex structure if we are including a lot of products, a lot of discounts and customizations are available. So with CPQ, it becomes very easy because everything is already written, everything is being implemented. We just need to provide appropriate settings. We just need to create appropriate records, tell the system, okay, do this thing, and it will automate everything for us. And it becomes very, very much simple. Second is Salesforce CPQ. It reduces our wasted time. So just imagine if CPQ is not in place and someone is going through a complete sales process, managing the data by Apex customizations or a lot of other things, which which is extra wastage of time because all of these things are available just on a click of settings and just on a click of you creating records, all of those things. So it reduces wasted time, it provides very fast processing. Next come is CPQ increases sales by providing accurate quotes. So since everything is implemented in the background, is automated, there is approximate no chances of mistakes or anything. The quote pricing and everything is very much accurate, and hence it increases the sales process. Next comes is it speeds up the process. We already talked about how it speeds. So CPQ obviously speeds up the complete process a lot. Now, adding the CPQ to CRM, it increased the profitability a lot. As we discussed, CRM, we are already aware of it. If not, we will be creating a video for that. You can refer that. What exactly is CRM? And when we use CPQ with CRM, it increases a lot of profitability. Now, next question comes is, when should I use CPQ? Like, I am using the product structure, pricing structure, but is it required that I use CPQ every time, or what are the scenarios where CPQ is best to be used? Now, we should try to use CPQ when product pricing is too complex and our account executive needs sales support. If there are a lot of products, pricing is very complicated, then it becomes very difficult for the sales team to manage the pricings, manage the accounts, manage the contracts. So that is the best example where we can use CPQ and it will work as magic. The next come product pricing relies on complicated Excel worksheet formulas. As we just discussed, if every pricing is relying on worksheets, we can automate that in our system and it will be very helpful for us. If there are extremely dynamic terms and conditions. So this comes because CPQ also gives us facility or the options of code generation process, document generations, automating everything, the terms and conditions, and that a lot of extra features which can be used. Next is mix of wholesome professional service sales, partner distribution resellers, subscriptions, volume based discounting. If our implementation use any of the this, we are using subscription or services or partner distribution or resales, we can use CPQ because in CPQ we get a lot of functions or a lot of availabilities where we can make use of this. For example, subscriptions, there is a separate process and way to handle subscriptions and where subscription goes, how to manage the premium subscription, or a lot of other things. So, as we move forward with these videos, we will get to know about how we handle it, how subscription are actually handled, and all of these things. So, this is one of few scenarios where we should use CPQ. Next comes when our system is very complicated and it has complicated approval processes or legal reviews. Then we can also refer CPQ because CPQ also includes the advanced approval processes, which which just make the approval process very smooth and it is compatible with the Salesforce CPQ model. So it is one of the scenario when we should use CPQ. Apart from this, let's say we are having the product structure, but our complexity is not that much. We are just using few products and few accounts are there, few opportunities are there, then it is not required to invest our time setting up everything. We can do that manually or in Excel sheets or the way we are already doing it. So this is about when we should use Salesforce CPQ. Now next comes is how I should use CPQ. What is the process? I can learn about it, how I can test it. So for that, we need to install the CPQ package in our Salesforce org. If we are in a learning phase, we want to explore its features. We have the trial package available. We can install the trial package in our developer org and we can set up our org and see all the functionalities, how to set up everything. So what are the steps to install the trial package? In our next video, we will be including that and we'll be going through all of the processes. So this is no code, the setup is a no code customization. We will be going through that everything. So this was all about this video, Salesforce CPQ, what, why, when, and how. I hope all of you got to know a little more about CPQ and just let me know in the comment section how if you want to if you have any questions or want to know more about CPQ. See you in a